Right, so basically just kind of marked it boundaries, because once we actually punch it, we kind of lose that. So just want to make sure I know where I'm going, so we're going a little past it once we actually tack it.
Okay.
And so basically what I'll do is just use the biopsy punch. And that way we can get all that fluid to drain out of there. This is the messiest part of it, but get all that junk to get on out there so you can actually get it to scar together.
Right.
And basically just punch it through the skin.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the cartilage alone. Just do one more here. Okay. So once we do that, then basically I'll just use the CO2 laser to tack it all down.
Okay.
Basically a 0.8 millimeter tip on there. It's all foot controlled, which is nice, so and I'll just kind of slowly work my way. Tacking along there. Like you're saying, typically with the laser, it's a fairly bloodless procedure when we do it, just by the nature of this.
Mm-hmm.
With all the blood and serum and fluid there already, it's a fairly messy procedure, but you can see where we're actually lasering through the skin.
Right.
We really don't get much blood at all through these spots with the laser. Are you able to see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, one of the tricks to doing this is trying not to burn my finger on the other side.
Right.
So, I think I was telling you, we're going through the skin layer and through, and see the cartilage,
Mm-hmm.
On there. So I'm trying to go into that cartilage, but got my finger on the other side feeling, and you'll actually feel as it lasers through the skin and through the cartilage, it starts going through the cartilage and the skin on the other side, you'll start to feel a little bleb. So when the bleb goes, I stop.
Can you feel the heat?
No, unless it goes through, and then
you know it?
Yeah, it goes. It's a split second between feeling the bleb, and if it keeps going, then I'll laser my finger, and it doesn't feel great.
I bet. starts to heal up, can you put like vitamin E on it to minimize scarring, or is that not really an issue using laser?
It's really not much of an issue. I usually go alongside the biopsy points there and just kind of tack on either end of these two. So you can see it's already, where you can see it slipping before. It's already tacked down to a certain extent. Most of it, obviously, the long term is what'll happen over the next couple of weeks, and it scars in there. But that's the idea, is to lose that pocket there. So I'll probably do, you can see our line, that hematoma basically went from here. You can just see the line there, so I'll do a couple more down here, but otherwise I think we're pretty good.
Good.
Got me a couple more pieces of gauze, please.
Sure.
So, not the prettiest looking surgery, but
It's effective.
yeah. Thank you. Alright, so looks good. Thank you. Just that head up a little bit so that other ear will go down so I can tack them up.
How's that?
That's fine. Alright, so we'll tack them up. Something like that.
Okay.
So basically just do kind of a through and through stitch there.
Can I hold it for you?
It's fine. I'll leave a little space because I don't want it tight against that head, or you'll really run into, a nice moist dermatitis up there, because you'll still get some. You're going to get a little bit of drainage, a little bit of exudate from those areas as that's healing. I just want to make sure you get some airflow under there. that's pretty much it. So, you want 3 in there?
Yeah, you might just.
We'll do one more along the top here.
He's very energetic.
Yes.
So you guys can just run the pulse off his tongue, huh?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
You can do it between the toes, that kind of stuff too, ears.
Alright, there's an extra one for good luck.
Alright, yeah. You need it.
Alright,
Alright.
so that's pretty much it.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you're interested, I mean, monitoring wise, you know, how do we, ECG, pulse ox, heart rate, blood pressure, and most of these big guys do pretty well with the oscillometric, so we can still get, you know, systolic, diastolic, and a mean pressure there too. Got the capnograph as well, so we measure CO2 levels on these guys, which, as you know, I mean, it's a better pulse ox it's good, it's important.
Right.
It's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's cheap and easy to do when you talk about monitoring, but the capnograph, the CO2 actually gives you a much better indication of ventilation and breathing. So, and then we have a temperature probe that we're mercury pulled out.